love found me when I was 16. I grew up in Christian tradition. I grew up in a Catholic home. Went to church, Christmas Eve, Easter, actually just like the Danes do. And there was something in me that I wanted to believe, but it wasn't real for me. I had some friends in school, and they went to another type of church, actually more like a Pentecostal. And they invited me. I'd never heard of this type of church, actually. I grew up thinking that church was like my Catholic church. You sang psalms, and you had to say prayers and sit down. And anyway, they invited me, and I was very surprised that you could even worship God like that. But it fascinated me, and it created a longing in me. So they invited me about 4 times during a period of about 5 years. The music was quite different, and I just thought, these people really know God. I mean, I don't, but these people really do, and they enjoyed him. The atmosphere was very different, and the music was different, and there was a lot more laughter. But when I was 16, my first boyfriend broke up with me, and I became extremely sad. And I spent a lot of my time in the room thinking dark thoughts, thinking, what is my life? Thinking suicidal thoughts. And one day, again, thinking bad thoughts, I remembered a song that I asked one of my friends from this church to write down. I think it was about 3 years prior to that I was visiting, and there was a song that it just really stuck with me, and I asked her to write it down. Now I'm not very good at singing or music, but I found this piece of paper that I had kept for 3 years, and just with the words, and I just knew how to sing this song. Salvation belongs to our God, who lives on the throne, and unto the Lamb praise and glory, wisdom and thanks, honor and power and strength. And I started singing, and all of a sudden the room filled with a presence, was filled with love, and I just started weeping. And somehow, at the same time I was filled with love, I was also shown hell. But I also knew that there was hope, because all the stuff that I had done wrong, my sin, I could give to love. I could give to God, and God is love. It says so in the Bible. He is love, and I knew it was God, and I gave all my sin. I almost like made an exchange, because he said, give me, believe Jesus died on the cross for you and took away your sin, so give it to me. So I repented. I said, please forgive me for my sin, and I gave it to him, and he gave me peace. All of a sudden I have peace with God. And there was such a joy that came into my heart, and my mind became clear, and I was filled with such joy that I had found peace with God. And I walked out of my bedroom, and my parents looked at me, and even when I went to school, they said, what has happened to you? And it was because I had found love, found me, and I found peace with God. Peace with God through Jesus' work on the cross, that I could give him all my sin, and I could take all his righteousness. So that's how love found me.